I have my doubts. I like it up here. It would be nice if it plated and kind of grew onto the glass. So yeah, what am I saying? So I'm just gonna use this anyway. I should have taken care of the cloves first. Come on. Ah. So I am a total slacker. I actually missed the move. You remember it was hiding in here. Sorry about the glass. It's just been some crazy alkalinity going on and some crazy growth. But anyway, it was hiding in there and it stayed there for about a week, maybe a little bit more than a week. And then I woke up one morning and it was here crowding out this leather coral. Anyway, someone in Bellingham gave that to me. That was an awesome give. I really appreciate the local reefers. But it was right here. Where's my finger? Can you see my fingers? It was here and it crawled up in here and it was pushing this leather off to the side, and then it kind of came and was flouting its growth right up in here between the stylophora and the glass. And then I woke up and it has moved yet again. You see it back there wedged? It was in full bloom earlier. It's dinner time now, excuse me. And it is definitely not finished. It is on the move, on the move, on the move. The algae-eating Blenny would just be hiding in the woodworks, but he comes out at feeding time and he is in the water column. All of these little youngsters are in the water column when I put food in, except for the dragonet. The dragonet is hiding behind this rockwork and I rarely see him. I might see him maybe once a week, but I haven't caught him on camera. Oh, no, that's not you. I haven't caught him on camera in probably 2 months now. Uh-oh, what do I have there? Yikes. Yikes. Oh, that is not good. Too many of those. I'm gonna have to get the hose in there and siphon them out. The main reason I want to get in here and move these rocks around, my mushroom and my GSP, is because I have a Monty that I glued onto that ledge there. And this guy has been beating it up. He's pulled it off like, I think 3 times. This last time, I can't find it. It's not a small piece. It's about the size of that one right there, about 2-3 inches. And it's a frag of this dude. Now I've got another burnt tip over there. I don't know if I'm gonna have to snap that off. I feel like I'm gonna have to snap that off. There's something going on. I don't know if there's some kind of warfare. That dude, that little alien dude, has some long tentacles that it puts out. It could have very well in the middle of the night snacked that little finger there. I finally found it. It was hiding right here up against the glass and it was upside down. There it is over there. I put it back up there and I glued it with super glue, only to find it the next morning right back down there. It lasted all day up there. Just so happens overnight, someone, I'm not saying who, decides to go and do his own little housekeeping. So what am I gonna do? I could leave it down there. It's looking pretty sharp, pretty clean, but if it started to grow, I'm not sure what it would do. I don't know if my zenny is gonna make it. What do you guys think? Jeez, that stuff it really just melted. There's some last stragglers just hanging on for their lives. I recently saw a BRS video where dude combined some of that epoxy glue that you roll together. You mush it up. This stuff, he used this stuff. It's like epoxy putty. That's what I wanted to say, putty. and you cut a piece off and then you smush it around and it mixes. And they say it does not adhere to flat surfaces, that it mostly wants to hold its shape. So if you have some oddly shaped thing that you can squeeze it into, like if my fingers were some oddly shaped rock, I could squeeze the putty in there and it would harden inside there and you couldn't get it out. But if you put it on a flat surface, it's just going to peel right off. So he combined the two. He put super glue, then he smushed the putty on top after rolling it around, then he put super glue, and then he put the frag on top. Now to me, that's the same as just using super glue. But I thought, why not? I'm going to put it to the test. Maybe my super glue is just not adhering to this rock. Let's see if we can't do this. I have my doubts. I like it up here. It would be nice if it plated and kind of grew onto the glass or grew onto the cliff or just kind of hung out over. This is kind of a dark area anyway. I like the way these guys here, that color's not showing up, but it's pretty nice, pretty nice red. This guy's losing the battle. The teeny tiny bit of the tongue just sticking out there. But that stylophore is just kicking his butt. My trusty tools, so I don't have to reach all the way to the bottom of the tank there. This is one of those, when you go to Costco and you buy stuff, food, prepared food, they come in those plastic things. Well, gotta reuse them. So this stuff has a lot of working time. You don't have to be concerned about it drying out really fast. I don't need that much, I don't think, so I'll just take that much off. It's wrapped in plastic, which is nice. So I like to take that in and put just a little piece of saran wrap on it. Put a little piece of saran wrap back on that bad boy. And put it back in the tube so you can use it again later. Now you could put gloves on. I see a lot of people put gloves on, but you know, I don't really care what my hands and my fingers look like. The glue will come off eventually. I mean, you have 7 layers of skin. All right. So now I want it wadded up in a little ball. Then I'm going to grab some super glue. Oh, here it is. Got a nice organized drawer there, but I don't keep it that organized. I like these because you can get these are less than $1, I think. How many? For $6 you get 10 tubes or something like that. It comes sealed, and then this deal has a little thing that pokes it. That little green ring off there, then you unscrew this, then you take the ring off, and you can see it has a certain thickness, maybe about 3 millimeters. Now this will screw in all the way. And it'll poke a hole. It'll poke a hole in the end of that tube, and then you can use this if you want to. You have to cut the end off, and then now you have a little tiny dispensing point that also you can seal it back up. They don't really last that long. They might last a week, so I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna use that much. So, so yeah, what am I saying? So I'm just gonna use this anyway. Normally, I wouldn't bother with this top. I would just squeeze it right out of there because a lot of your glue is gonna get lost in there, and it has more time to dry off. You know, difficult to teach an old dog new tricks. I'm not going to even bother with that. I'm just going to go ahead and use this like I always do. Wow, it's coming out. It's not coming out. All right. Now it's time to get the frag. This boy. It's still workable, still pliable. It's not going to get hard anytime soon. It's probably going to take 24 hours to cure, and inside that tank it's going to take a lot longer to cure. So we will pull the frag out. It's still way down there. So I'm going to put the glue right back here. There's a lot of air in there. Okay. Then I'm going to take this, smush it right on top. I'm going to kind of smush it around the rock too so it can kind of take hold a little bit better. Then right here where I see I've glued it before, I'm going to add some more glue. Okay, so now here's the part with that I put the glue, and I'm going to put it over there. Let's see what happens. There. And my cloves. I should have taken care of the cloves first. Come on. Ah! Alright. We're not going to go with the cloves there. Now I don't want to grab the edges of this thing too much. That's going to stay for sure. I could feel it sink in. I don't know if it had anything to do with using the combination of the two, but let's just say it did and leave it at that. Okay. There we go. That felt pretty good. It felt a lot better than just using the super glue. I was wondering why that ball kept getting bigger, and then it hit me. That was awesome.
So bad. Yeah.